Fellas, what's going on? Retro Collectibles here. Project Night, part 2 of the Retro's Poor Man's movie car project. Remember that $23 Maisto we got from Costco with the black vinyl roof and it's blue? Looks kind of bluish like the Christine car, but not exactly. It's, looks kind of like the Christine car. We did this wheel swap on it 2 videos ago. If you go back and look at that, we swapped the whole axle, put some Kragers with nice tires on it that were actually from another Maisto 2 years ago, the purple one from Costco. That had a black vinyl roof, but it was purple. Would have been perfect if it was blue, but the tire swap is done. And now we are on to, sorry about the bright light guys, now we are on to removing the stripe. As you see, we got all the stuff. Well, you're gonna see. Let's get into it. So you remember guys, here's the project. I already did the tires. They steer with the steering wheel still. A lot fatter tires, they look a lot better, but we still had that pesky stripe. But at the advice of somebody else, we got some non-acetone nail polish remover. And these should work good. They're name brand Q-tips. I paid friggin' $4 or $5 for them at friggin' Shoppers Drug Mart. But at least they had full liters of chocolate milk and they were on sale, 2 for $3. Dinner. Gonna get some snacks for the project tonight, and Glenn has some fire on his television here. I had a choice between this, Maximum Overdrive. First I heard he had friggin' Roadhouse playing. That's what got me in here, and then I started looking at the guide, and holy crap. But yeah, over the top, awesome movie guys. If you haven't seen it, you gotta. Before we do the project, we got a couple of chores we gotta do. Chores, sorry about that. Since I drained it. Coinco CT48. Paid $75 for that thing like 3 years ago. Doesn't owe me a thing. Came with a bracket to hang it on the wall. I got it set to free, of course, because I'm not going to charge gas. It's actually Shoppers Drug Mart Pepsi 18-pack for $7.99. I should start putting it on pay mode, $1 a can. Start getting rich. But yeah, good deals on used pot machines if you got the space for it. But this one's a small one, as you could see. You could hang it on the wall, but I got it on a little stand. And it's nice because you could put beer in it, everything. Doesn't take up fridge space, and it doesn't consume a lot of hydro, believe it or not. This one here doesn't have a lot of, like, it's gravity fed. Doesn't have a lot of moving parts. So if anything's going to break down, it's the compressor, and you could replace it. So no problems in 3 years, though, in 3 moves. So I'm actually really looking forward to getting into this. It looked like a nice clean job too that the gentleman did on it. A gentleman in the Canadian 118 collector group. This is what we're using. I don't know if it's the same brand as he used. He just said non-acetone nail polish remover, a little bit at a time. So we did get name brand Q-tips, so I'm expecting the best job, okay? Because we got the name brand Q-tips. So you seen my update probably a couple weeks ago about that candy striper. What did you think about it getting canceled? Crazy. It got canceled altogether. I figured they would come up with like a different plan or something, but just gonna aim you guys down instead of at my ugly head to show you what I'm doing. So I got it on paper towel. I'm just gonna do some small dips out of the cap. when people say little bits at a time, he didn't mean go crazy. He meant little bits at a time, right? Give me a second here. I want to open this clean. I don't want it spraying all over. Give me a sec. I want to get her done because it's my Friday night and I want to have some chips and dip and chocolate milk and candy and just relax. I hope that's what he meant by a little bit at a time. Oh, is it coming off? Yeah, it's might be a slow process, guys. If it gets boring, I will put you guys in the old time machine, if you know what I mean. Oh no, you just gotta apply a bit of pressure, but not too much. And I am gonna be wiping too so that it doesn't damage the paint, the blue paint underneath. You do not want it damaging the blue paint underneath. But you do have to apply a bit of pressure to get that black off. Actually, I'm not gonna add any more. I'm just gonna use the dry end, see if... Wow, no, you got to really hammer on that a bit to get the black off. You see it's coming off clean, but that's the part that I really hammered on and got nervous I was gonna take the blue off. So gonna have to be careful, boys. We're gonna have to use I'm not gonna go easy on the Q-tips here. Oh yeah, you gotta rub it almost like you're rubbing a pencil eraser, guys. And it only rubs off for a second and then it stops. The acetone, the non-acetone nail polish remover stops working. But it's coming. But if it starts getting too tedious, like I said, I'm gonna put you guys in the time machine. And I'm gonna be doing this for Glenn as well, the same project, making him a low buck to display with his Christine. And oh geez, that line across, that's being a bit stubborn. Oh, it's coming off. Okay, you really got to apply pressure, but I don't know how hardy the blue paint is. It feels like it's a baked on paint almost, but I don't want to damage the blue paint. So being very careful, guys. So far, so good, guys. So far, we got, clearly it's working. Now, the good thing about this stuff here is it's weak as hell. Like, I've got to apply pressure like an eraser. And you see, there's still some on. Like, I still got to work on it. I'm doing a little section at a time. And it's still little black marks I'm seeing. So I got to keep going over it. I still got to do the sides with the RT emblems, or RT emblems rather. So it's elbow grease. So this stuff's great because it's weak, so it won't destroy the paint underneath, the blue paint, and you really got to put elbow grease into that. But I'm okay with that because I don't want the blue paint damaged at all. So you're gonna go through a hell of a lot of Q-tips too, because you don't want them wearing out, scratching the paint once they're wore out. Like, look at all those dead soldiers already just for that section. And I'm still gonna use lots more. So have lots of Q-tips on hand, guys, for sure. Paper towel. You're gonna need of course, the acetone-free nail polish remover. It's got to be acetone-free. Wow, it's really coming. Yeah, she's coming. Gonna be a pain in the butt getting in that crack and getting the side and everything. You know what? Maybe I'll start working on this side to see what'll happen here. See how tough the side is. Go right at, oh, the RT's coming right off. I went right after the RT symbol and it came right off. Oh wow, like butter. Like butter. There was a guy in the comments saying, well, what if you get the stripe off? What about that RT symbol? That looks like it's painted underneath or whatever. Bye-bye. The RT symbol came off easier than the friggin' black. But yeah, it's just a matter of not over, like you gotta hammer it, but not over hammer it where you're damaging stuff. Little section at a time. That way you could really focus on it. You don't want to scratch the paint. Don't overuse the Q-tips so you're scratching the paint with the cardboard underneath. Use both ends of it, of course, but don't overuse it. Oh, bye-bye signal light. The red melted off and then it's silver underneath and then the silver is melting away. It looks like a scratch ticket the way it was coming off. Yeah, this is great. I cannot believe it. I thought, I didn't know how this would work. I thought, am I gonna have to paint over this blue? Like, when I first noticed this car and seen that it would be a good candidate, I started asking, like, how would one get rid of that stripe? Because I'm not a good painter and I'm not good with this kind of stuff usually, right? But yeah, the boys told me that in the groups, so, and it's working. Good advice, good pieces of advice. Can't believe how well it's working. See, you get tempted with the Q-tip. You see the progress and you just want to get like a scrubby pad or something and just, but that's where you're gonna screw up. You can't. You gotta take your time. The side's coming nice and clean. And it's a pain because it's all curvy. It's a pain for me to get at, but it's coming. Just killing the Q-tip, so. If you're sensitive about Q-tips, you might not want to watch this video, because many of them are dying in the making of this video. Jesus. Coming along, guys, coming along. She is really coming along, guys. Wow. Top's nearly completely done. And you know we're gonna get lots of glamour shots of that because it'll finally be ready to be with Christine. See, it looks okay now, but I kept feeling weird with that stripe on it, eh? Like, I can't pose it with Christine with the stripe. I know the color's off and it might be not the same year, but at least without the stripe, I could live with it, you know? It's close enough for me because it's not the main car. So it's close enough for me because it's not the main car. But wow, this stuff really works. Once you get the hang of it, guys, and really start getting the feel of it, it starts melting off. And you can go over the areas that you missed as well. I brought my friggin' headlamp. I should be wearing it. Actually, I'm gonna put that on in a second. See what the hell I'm doing a lot better. Just chooching through the Q-tips. Wow. Yeah, I suggest going to the dollar store for these. I would have went to the dollar store if it was open, guys, but I worked afternoons this week. It wasn't an option. I had to go to Shoppers. Plus, Walmart did not have this acetone-free nail polish remover. Like, the person that gave me the tips told me get it from Wally. They didn't have it in Hamilton or anywhere around here. I checked the website. I had to get it from Shoppers Drug Mart. And Dave's wife, Nadine, friend of the hobby, very nice lady, it was her that told Dave to let me know that it was there, because I guess she knew I was on the lookout for it. So Nadine, if you watch this, thank you for the tip, because I thought I was gonna have to like special order this from somewhere. But I called Highway 8 Shoppers Drug Mart in Stony Creek, and the girl was like, yeah, we got it. Six whatever. A little bit more expensive than the regular stuff. Normally the stuff I use 100% acetone, guys. It's that like hairstylist stuff or whatever. That'll melt the paint. Like if I put a drop of this on this car, it'd melt that blue paint right off it. That stuff's pretty strong. I remember working with stuff. My job a couple years back, I worked at a place called Hots Environmental. It's got a different name now, but it was hazardous waste. And you were handling all the stuff that people couldn't just throw out in the garbage, like everything from car batteries to household batteries to everything. And I remember getting I had safety glasses on, but this airplane grade or whatever fucking stuff, airplane paint remover, whatever it was something to do with that, but it splashed on my safety glasses, and my safety glasses were like these high-end ones, and man, it would have melted my eye if I didn't have safety glasses on. And as it was, I got a couple tiny splash on my face, and I felt it. Just the little spots, but yeah, that was a cool job though. Believe it or not, all the stuff that was returned to Walmart goes to that depot to get disposed of. Like if you buy a can of Axe and don't like the scent of it and bring it back and they don't sell it or whatever, if the top is broken but it still sprays, it goes to that place. So needless to say, we all had unlimited cans of Axe. They would let us take them, like we were allowed to take them. But I saw everything from flat screen televisions going back there, like, and there'd be notes with some of it. Oh, person didn't like the color of this, whatever, you know what I mean? But a lot of it was useless stuff. I seen a lot of antique oil cans and stuff like that from people's garages, because people would dispose of it, oil in them, stuff, right? I knew a guy that started like a vintage oil can collection from stuff that people were disposing of. It was pretty cool. Wow, guys, this is really coming off. Like, can't believe it. When I paused it a couple of minutes ago, Glenn was coming out to get a drink. He's watching Over the Top. I gotta hurry up and finish and watch some movies, hang out with the poor guy. I told him put the movie on, then I started doing this, but I showed him and he was pretty impressed by it. Like, wow, like that's really coming off, you know, like he probably didn't expect it was gonna work like this. And I'm glad, because he's a 400-pound biker and he would kick my ass. So I'm gonna be doing his car. I'm gonna be sweating friggin' bullets when I'm doing it. End up killed. Look at that, guys. I swear that blue paint is like the baked on paint or something too. It helps that Tampo, whatever the frig it is, like it's on there so light that when I was cutting the straps originally, the scissors lightly scraped across it and it scratched down to the blue, and that's what told me back then it would be easy to get rid of. I was like, wow, just gently scraping the scissors across it got rid of some of it. Holy jeez, guys, look at that. Would you look at that? That's amazing. Still got to do that side, but this side we still got a little bit of oh, we got most of it though, eh? Wow. Before, after, eh? Yeah, we got most of it on this side. We're almost friggin' done, guys. We just got that other side to do here. Maybe put it on pause in a minute and have a chooch, I don't know, have a cheech and show Glenn the progress. Maybe. I'm not gonna just say, hold on guys, and leave you guys hanging there while I go have a cheech. If you guys were here, I would invite you with me for a cheech. Come outside to my porch, we'll have a cheech. As long as you're not driving your automobile, it's all good. You can even have a beer out of my pop machine if you want. My Coinco CT48. I've always got a few beer in there. I only drink a couple times a year, but I got beer, few beer in there for guests. If we ever had like a party or something for somebody's birthday, I'm gonna fill it up though. Be cool. Just a cool novelty to have in the man cave. I always wanted one, and it was a good feeling when I was able to get one. Holy crap, I cannot believe how this is working. I'm gonna have to fill up the cap. So far it's been 2 capfuls of this stuff, and I'm gonna be filling the cap a 3rd time. And I will show you so far. Look at this. This is the Q-tips we've gone through, but it's doing a nice clean job, I'll tell you that. That's the dead soul. Oh, one more. That's all the dead soldiers we've gone through. I'm gonna have to refill the fuels, refill the nitrous oxides. I cannot believe it, guys. I think we're completely done the top here. I'm gonna look at it later on, obviously, right? And when I am done, I'm gonna show you guys the finished product before the video ends. So you guys are gonna know it's done, because it's gonna be done before the video ends. Last step, guys. Jeez, guys. How can I keep concentrating on that damn car? The tourney's just starting. Come on. Lincoln Hawk. Over the top. This is a guy, he eats the cigar and like drinks the gas or the oil or whatever, and then he's like eating Alka-Seltzer later.
Yeah, the motor oil he was drinking.
Yeah, one of my favorite movies. Sorry guys, I had to have a snack there. I had to have some chips and dip and chocolate milk. you know, I make these videos for you. You gotta feed me once in a while. You can't just lock me in over here and no food. Like, this is making sure I don't got. Oh, I did too. At least you know I'm not lying to you. I had friggin' Dorito dip in my beard. Thanks for telling me, by the way. I wouldn't have noticed. Um, just cleaning up the top a little bit more. But yeah, I cannot believe the job that this does, guys. And it's not screwing up the black paint at all. Like, when I'm done, I'm gonna polish it up, stuff like that. But when this is done, I'm gonna show you guys glamour shots. So last shot of this, by the way. So see this side? Do a little before and after. So before, after. Looks a lot more like Dennis's car, Dennis Gilder from Christine, like this, than it does with the stripe. Now, I know it's not the exact color, guys, but I've already explained it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Get rid of that signal light first. Attack the signal light. So this acetone-free nail polish remover, guys. It is weak as hell, but it is a good thing because it's weak to where you have to scrub it like an eraser to get it to work, but you want that because you don't want it affecting the paint. Like underneath, I cannot believe it's not affecting that blue paint, but that blue paint's so nice. It almost looks like it's baked on, so I don't know if it is, but probably not, but the blue paint's nice and it's not affecting it at all. The black paint's really thin on top. So the red's gone from the signal light. Just to show you guys, it is elbow, you gotta put some elbow grease into it though. The red disappeared, now it's silver. But you do see it melting away and that gives you the motivation. I'll show you the Q-tips that we went through too when we're all done. Get the grand total. And then after we close this off, I'm gonna eat a bunch of candy and snacks. And then tomorrow I got a pretty big day. Gonna meet up with the Willard. Cause he's got some cars to get from me, Willard? If you're gonna watch this tonight, you probably do. You watch my stuff, you're a supporter, and that's why I give you such good deals when you buy stuff, Willard. But yeah, we're gonna go get his stuff tomorrow. And I gotta drop off stuff to little Chester at some point tomorrow. I've got a 2-pack for him and a neon speeder. Something, I can't remember. It was nice, whatever it was. Neon speeder Skyline, I think. Or no, neon speeder. I can't remember what the hell it was. It was a Nissan, I believe, though. Oh, I thought I damaged the paint there for a second, but I didn't. It was just my eyes. It's like, wow, all this doing this and no damage, and now all of a sudden the last part there's damage. Gotta put the elbow grease so to get the little last part of that silver out of there. But gone, she's gone. See, it seems to, you get the first top layer off, but then it leaves the second layer of gunk, and then you got to get that off, and then you got to buff over it again. But yeah, you'll notice you won't get it the first shot. You'll see a bunch of little black spots, and then you got to go over it again. You just keep going over it, get the spots you missed. Definitely don't think it's going to be a one-shot deal, and if it was, you're going to be risking damaging your paint. Showed this to a couple of my buddies so far, the progress, just on Facebook, and they're like, wow, you did good work with that. And I said, it's pretty easy actually. It's just like, if you could use a pencil eraser, you can do this, because that's what it reminds me of. It's the same type of pressure almost, maybe a little bit more. But if you look at how I'm doing it, and you could see it comes off on the Q-tip. I'm not used to where the lens is on this new phone. You'll have to. And by the way, I seen video comparison between this iPhone 13 I just got and the last one I was using for video up until a week and a half ago. Holy crap, guys. Thank you for sticking with me with such bad... Like, when I was using a mic before, it was okay, but without a mic, holy jeez, that was terrible. That other phone, the sound quality, and these were all so gracious. Like, nobody was complaining about it in the comments. Your phone sucks, because I didn't realize it was that bad, you know what I mean? But yeah, I noticed a big difference switching back and forth between clips shot with this phone and the 7. The 7, I'm actually giving it to a friend for his daughter, actually. I just remembered I have to clean that up. I forgot about that. I was supposed to do that last night. I don't know if he's going to come in this weekend or not. It'll be done by the time he comes in anyway. I was going to keep the 7 just to watch videos and stuff like that on, but I seen a buddy needs one for his young daughter. So rather than me have a second freaking phone, I think it would come in more handy for that. My daughter is an iPad girl. Ever since I bought her first iPad, holy jeez, kids with autism and iPads. She wouldn't really be into the little screen on the iPhone 7. I tried to get her into that, like not one with service, but I gave her one with an OtterBox Defender on it, and she could use it on Wi-Fi. I figured it's a miniature iPad, right? But nope, she wasn't having it. Screen's too small. She hated it. Wanted her iPad. But yeah, ever since I gave her first iPad, ever since she was, old enough to have where we thought she could have it, now she's must have smashed 20 of them over time, right? Like we must have replaced it, me and her mother, over and over again. I remember she threw one out the car window onto the side of the highway. She used to like drowning them in the bathtubs. Then we started getting cases for them. I got an OtterBox Defender for it at one point, a life-proof one I believe we had for it, but now she's not bad with them because she's older, the iPads. But why am I long-winded? Sorry, you guys don't want to hear that. Anyway, my daughter would not have liked the phone, so it went to another friend whose daughter would need it, because my daughter loves her iPad, so she doesn't need the phone. Oh, it's coming along nice. And oh, guys, it still burns like real acetone. I got that little nick, and it's a deep one too. I got it at work today. I think I got it from a liner like that we use on the skids, because I work in a food factory. You can get nasty paper cuts from those if you don't watch it, and I think that's where I got it. Sometimes I'll get cuts, I don't even know where I got it from, right? But I just got a little bit in there, and oh man, does that burn. It doesn't feel good, guys. Okay. Give it once more over with one more Q-tip, and this side should be done, I think. I can't believe how well this worked. Oh, the gentleman that shared the tip, I've got to give credit where credit is due. He put up a picture of it today and showed how well it worked and stuff like that. Tony Hoskins, I believe his name is. Because yeah, I don't like taking people's, I did it, it's my idea, you know what I mean? No, I don't do that. Even the Retrofly hovering DeLorean, when I built that, I call it the Retrofly hovering DeLorean because I put my own little twist on it. But I also made it very clear when I made that hovering DeLorean with from the magnetic levitation. Hey, I got this idea from this guy. This is his YouTube channel, you know what I mean? I don't know that guy has as many subscribers that I have even. Or maybe he does, I don't know. But yeah, I totally gave him credit because I'm not gonna watch his video, watch step for step how to do it, and then pretend like I invented the thing, right? I call it the Retrofly Hovering DeLorean, A, because it sounds funny, and B, because I put my own little twist on it. That little Back to the Future. And plus, I'm planning to put a little, you know how it says Back to the Future on the front? I'm planning to do a couple other little things just to dress it up. But one last fill. I don't even think I needed that, but this side's being a bit stubborn, so I just wanted to make sure we got enough ammo here for it. It's funny with this too because sometimes you'll look at it and you think you're not going to get any more, and then because you're used to going side to side, and then you start going the opposite, like up and down motion, and it starts like getting rid of everything that you couldn't get rid of. It's wild. Just the way the surface is or whatever. I can't believe this, guys. It's like you literally watch it come off right before your eyes. It's not damaging the blue paint. Wild. Holy crap, guys. Can't believe this. So if you want the Dennis Gilder's car from Christine, the blue Dodge Charger, and can't afford an expensive one, and you're not picky if it's exact, because like I said, this one, the color's a bit off and stuff. His car had Krager rims, which this has, obviously, and it had raised white tires. Now his didn't say Firestone, it said something else, but it had raised white lettering. But it's pretty close. Like sitting that beside Christine, people would be like, oh, that's Dennis's car. They wouldn't be like, oh, whose car is that? You know? I think I'm gonna do some stuff under that hood too, because as I call it, the guts are there. Sorry, the ring light's not on, guys. I don't got a place to plug it in over here. There you go. See, it's got the guts, but it just doesn't have the detail painted like a paintbrush. I could paint up the battery, stuff like that. The guts are there, you know? Or the bones, whatever you would call it. I'm tired. But yeah, that looks sweet. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe we pulled it off. $23. This year, it's 2023. So this year at Costco, these are $23.99. You could buy wheels very similar to this, but they're a little bit better. They're from Acme, and they're Krager rims, just like, well, they're like this. They're Krager rims, like Dennis's car. And they've got the raised white lettering. They look very similar to this, but they're a little bit more high end. Those are an option. Or you can get these off of the purple Charger that was out 2 years ago. Then they were only $20 at Costco, the purple Charger. So these tires came off the 2 years ago purple Charger. And look at that. I still can't believe that, guys. You know glamour shots are coming. You know glamour shots are coming. Wow. We pulled it off. Wow. Like it even feels smooth, guys. Like the original blue paint. Might still see a couple black spots, but I just get them off as I go. But it's pretty well done. Like you can see it yourself. It's a good job it does. Jeez. Wow. Crazy. 23 bucks. I remember I screwed up the front springs so it might not roll the best. I can put the front springs in it. They're just a pain in the neck, but steers anyway. But we're not planning to play with it. We're planning to display it. That thing ain't worth 50 bucks, Arnie. That doesn't even sound like him. Name's George LeBay. I just need the tow rope. We could replicate him towing Arnie, or yeah, towing Arnie home, eh? That's funny. Good job on it, guys. A cheap project, something fun to do. There you go. Retro's Poor Man Movie Car Project. Dennis Gilder's Charger from the movie Christine. Well, there you go, Retromaniacs. Retro's Poor Man Movie Car, TV car project on a budget. We took the Maisto 1 of 18 blue Charger with the black vinyl roof from this year, which is 2023. They cost 23 bucks. We took the wheels from the purple Charger from 2 years ago. It was 20 bucks back then, put those wheels on it. Then we had the problem with the blue stripe. The color was off, but not super off, but the wheels were super off. So we needed the new wheels, we got those on, but then we had that blue stripe. Dennis's car didn't have that black stripe, rather. Used non-acetone nail polish remover and eraser-like motions with some pressure. Took a while. Like, I ended up missing the whole Over the Top movie pretty well doing that, but I'm happy with the result. It turned out great. Before I let you go, it wouldn't be a video. Guys, that's so gorgeous, but it wouldn't be a video if I didn't do this first. Imagine if the Maisto didn't fit in here. Wow. But she fits. And like I said, guys, I'm going to be looking under the light because you could see there's still a little bit of black, but that will all come off. All of it will come off. So, but looks amazing. Looks a lot better, a lot closer to Dennis's car. Anyhow, guys, hope you all enjoyed it. Some good hunting videos next week. See what other trouble we can get into. Maybe see if we can find a good deal online to grab or something on box. I got something on box next week already. What am I talking about? I'm just not going to say anything yet. Got unboxed stuff. Come on. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a fun, safe weekend. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hit like so I know I'm doing the right thing and so I keep going and keep unboxing cool stuff. And like always, happy hunting, guys.